A gentle, welcoming hum, like a calm home environment, then fading slightly.
Welcome to another deep dive.
Hello, everyone.
Today, we're going to really explore something that touches every single one of our lives. The simple, yet incredibly rich, everyday things that make up our days. We're talking about, the fabric of daily existence.
That's absolutely right. For this deep dive, we've gathered a fascinating collection of stories and ideas.
Okay.
These sources cover everything from our personal daily routines to how we truly connect with our friends and family, how we grow and learn,
Right.
and even practical skills for common situations like traveling or, shopping.
Our mission for you, our listener, is to pull out the most helpful ideas and tips from these various accounts.
Yeah, the useful stuff.
We want to help you see your own life in new, interesting, and perhaps more purposeful ways. Think of it as a shortcut to being well-informed about the very essence of our daily lives, giving you those aha moments about what makes your day tick.
It's about more than just facts. It's about understanding the subtle rhythms and important choices within our everyday.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. We have so much to talk about, so let's jump right in.
Gentle sounds of a quiet morning, like birds chirping softly and a distant rustle of leaves.
We're starting our deep dive by looking at the very beginning of our day and how our daily rhythm unfolds.
Okay.
How do we spend our mornings, evenings, and all those hours in between?
Right.
To illustrate this, we heard from Andrew. He lives in Washington, D.C. and works at a company called Speakly. His day offers a really insightful look into how busy yet fulfilling modern life can be.
Andrew's work life, as described in our sources, it sounds incredibly dynamic.
Yeah.
He's often engaged in various meetings with his colleagues. They might be discussing new projects or solving problems together.
Okay.
A significant part of his day also involves working on his computer, tackling tasks like sending out important emails.
Standard stuff.
Yeah, brainstorming solutions to complex issues, or even managing travel logistics.
Oh, like booking trips.
Exactly. We heard an example where he had to arrange a hotel and book plane tickets for colleagues heading to New York for meetings.
New York.
He even mentioned that New York is a beautiful city not far from DC, and he knows some great restaurants there that he often recommends.
That's a great blend of tasks. And what's truly interesting is that he shared that one of his favorite parts of the job, and actually his biggest hobby, is speaking different languages with his colleagues.
Oh, really?
He's currently learning French, and he loves finding opportunities to practice it at work.
Wow.
It sounds like he's managed to integrate a personal passion directly into his professional life, which is a fantastic way to make work more enjoyable, isn't it?
It certainly is. That integration of work and personal interest, it highlights a certain wisdom. Beyond his professional responsibilities, Andrew is also very conscious about his health and personal hobbies.
Right, the balance.
When it comes to meals, he told us he usually starts his day with a substantial breakfast coffee, sandwiches, and fruit.
Sounds good.
He focuses on healthy food choices and makes a conscious effort to avoid sugar.
Smart.
He even recounted how if someone brings candy to the office, he's typically the only one who doesn't indulge.
Good self-control.
He also admitted that if he happens to forget breakfast, he feels quite hungry by lunchtime.
Oh, I know that feeling.
A feeling many of us can relate to. For lunch, he might opt for something light, like the soup of the day, or maybe something bigger, depending on his hunger.
And his evenings are just as thoughtfully structured, striking a balance between personal well-being and social engagement.
Okay, how so?
He's very active, enjoying sports like running almost every evening, and sometimes he even goes cycling.
Wow, active guy.
But a really important part of his evening routine is cooking for his family and spending quality time with his wife and their 2 children.
Ah, family time.
It's very clear from his account that his family is a central pillar in his life.
Yes, his commitment to family truly stands out. He purposefully sets aside most of his weekends and several evenings during the week exclusively for them.
That's important.
Their shared activities are quite varied, and sound lovely. They enjoy going to the movies, exploring new places through travel,
Good.
cozying up to watch a movie at home, and engaging in lively board game sessions.
Board games, nice.
He shared a charming detail about being not very good at board games. But his children absolutely love it when they win and he loses.
Oh, that's sweet. It's those small, joyful moments that often define family connection.
Exactly.
He also described how some of his evenings vary. Occasionally, he'll head out to the movies with a friend, or perhaps to a restaurant with his colleagues.
Okay, so social time too.
Right. On those nights, he tends to get home quite late, sometimes around 11 o'clock.
Late nights.
However, on other nights, he consciously chooses to wind down by reading a book or going for a walk.
Relaxing.
He specifically avoids watching TV because, as he explained, he spends his entire workday looking at a computer screen.
Screen fatigue. Makes sense.
This thoughtful distinction shows his desire to disconnect and truly relax.
So Andrew's day, it paints a clear picture of someone who expertly balances a demanding work life with a strong commitment to health, hobbies, and cherished time with family and friends.
Yeah.
It's a full, varied, and intentional approach to daily living.
It certainly is. So for you, our listener, think about your own day. Does Andrew's busy yet balanced schedule resonate with yours?
Good question.
What are your favorite things to do after work to relax or recharge? This leads us perfectly to a big question about our energy levels throughout the day. Are you more of a morning person or an evening person?
Gentle sounds of a quiet morning, like birds chirping softly and a distant rustle of leaves.
This is a question many of us ponder, and our sources offered some compelling perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Some people strongly believe that waking up early is the most effective way to kickstart your day.
The early bird idea.
Exactly. And that it can even pave the way for greater success.
That's right. The core idea is that the early morning hours are uniquely quiet. There are no immediate calls, no incoming texts, and generally fewer distractions from the outside world.
True. Very peaceful.
This undisturbed time makes it significantly easier to focus and concentrate on important tasks or personal goals.
That's studying or exercising.
Exactly. Imagine using just 1 or 2 hours before your official workday begins to hit the gym, delve into a book, or learn something new. At that hour, you often have a high level of energy, and the quiet allows for deep, uninterrupted work, which can be incredibly productive.
It was also noted that many highly successful individuals are known for waking up remarkably early, often well before 6 or 7 a.m.
Wow, really early.
This practice can instill a powerful sense of accomplishment. Makes you feel as though you've already made significant progress before the bulk of the day has even truly begun.
Yeah, it gives you a real psychological head start. Now, if you're intrigued by the idea of becoming an early riser and want to give it a try, our sources offered some very practical tips.
Okay, like what?
First, and perhaps most crucially, you need to go to sleep early.
The hard part.
It sounds simple, but if you go to bed late, trying to wake up early will inevitably be a struggle. You'll just be tired and lack motivation.
Makes sense. Can't burn the candle at both ends.
Exactly. Secondly, instead of a sudden, drastic change, try waking up incrementally earlier each day.
Slowly.
Yeah. For example, aim to wake up just 15 minutes earlier this week and then perhaps another 15 minutes earlier next week.
Oh, gradual.
This gentle approach allows your body to slowly adjust to the new schedule, making the transition much smoother and more sustainable.
Good tip.
And the third tip is often the hardest, but surprisingly effective. When your alarm goes off, just get up.
Don't hit snooze.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't allow yourself to lie there thinking about it or debating. The moment the alarm sounds, break that thought cycle by simply getting out of bed and starting your day.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, definitely. But you'll often find that the initial grogginess quickly fades once you're up and moving, allowing you to fully embrace the extra time you've created.
But what if you naturally feel more energized later in the day? What about evening people?
Good point.
Our sources made it very clear that it is completely fine to be an evening person.
Totally.
You can absolutely be successful and productive in different ways outside of the typical morning-centric framework.
This is a key takeaway. The most important thing is to understand your own natural schedule.
Know yourself.
And try to align your daily life with it as much as possible. Evening people often find they have more energy and can concentrate more effectively at night.
Right, when it's quiet again.
Especially when others are asleep. The quiet of the late hours can be just as conducive to deep work or personal pursuits as the early morning, depending on your unique biological rhythm.
It truly highlights the importance of self-awareness. So for you, our listener, do you know if you are naturally a morning person or an evening person?
Think about it.
And how do you currently use your peak energy time, whether it's in the quiet dawn or the late hours of the night, to accomplish what you need to do or enjoy what you love? Understanding your own rhythm can significantly boost your effectiveness and well-being. And speaking of well-being, our days are not just about work and sleep, but also about how we feel and the people we share our lives with.
Gentle sounds of a quiet morning, like birds chirping softly and a distant rustle of leaves.
That's a crucial point. It naturally leads us to another fundamental aspect of daily life, taking good care of yourself, which involves both your physical health and finding a balanced approach to all areas of your life.
Absolutely. One of the primary messages from our sources emphasize the critical role of healthy food.
Food is fuel.
Andrew, for instance, is very mindful about what he eats, making sure to consume nutritious foods like fruit and actively avoiding sugar.
We heard that. No office candy for him.
Right. He understands that what we put into our bodies directly impacts our energy and overall health. Eating balanced meals gives your body the necessary fuel to function well.
But it's not just about diet. We also heard a strong warning about the dangers of overworking or studying too hard.
Oh, yeah. What kind of dangers?
Pushing yourself too far without adequate rest can lead to a range of physical symptoms like stomach aches, dizziness, headaches,
Oh, wow.
and in more severe cases, even fainting. This clearly shows that our bodies have limits and require sufficient rest, just as they require good nutrition.
Yes. Getting enough sleep and avoiding staying up too late are absolutely crucial. If you start to feel unwell or sick,
Listen to your body.
exactly. The best course of action is to go home and rest, or to consult a doctor rather than trying to power through school or work.
Definitely don't power through.
We also heard about insomnia, which is a condition where people struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep.
That sounds awful.
Not getting enough sleep due to insomnia can make you incredibly tired, impacting your concentration, mood, and overall health. So truly, listening to your body's signals is paramount.
Beyond physical health, our sources also explored the vital concept of life balance.
Finding that sweet spot.
Andrew, who we've been discussing, lives by a simple yet powerful motto: I want to become a better person every day.
Oh, I like that.
To achieve this, he consciously strives to develop himself in 4 key areas that he considers fundamental: his family, his work, his hobbies, and his friends.
Family, work, hobbies, friends.
Got it.
He highlighted a common challenge many of us face. It's easy to get caught up in working too hard.
Tunnel vision.
And in doing so, inadvertently neglect spending enough time with friends or family.
Yeah, that can happen easily.
Andrew noted that finding this perfect balance is an ongoing effort and can be quite difficult.
It's not easy.
What balance looks like can also be very different for various people, as different things hold different levels of importance in their lives.
True. Everyone's different.
The goal isn't perfection, but a continuous effort to ensure all these vital areas receive the attention they need to thrive.
It really is all about making thoughtful, conscious choices to keep everything in a healthy harmony,
Yeah, harmony.
to prevent any one area from completely overshadowing the others.
So for you, our listener, how do you make sure you stay healthy and maintain enough energy throughout your busy days?
What areas do you focus on most in your life? Is it family, work, hobbies, or friends? And how do you personally try to balance these different aspects to create a fulfilling life?
Good things to think about.
Thinking about these questions can offer valuable insights into your own well-being. Speaking of balance in important areas,
Yes.
let's now talk about the people who truly enrich our lives, our friends and family.
Sounds of people chatting softly in a cafe, Gentle clinking of cups, then fading slightly.
Our next major focus is all about the connections we forge with others. Our friends, our family, and even those new faces we meet along the way.
Let's begin by exploring the world of friendships. It's clear that good friends are incredibly important.
Absolutely vital.
But our sources show that these vital relationships truly require time and consistent effort to grow and stay strong.
Andrew's perspective on friendship was very clear and relatable. He emphasized that it's not about having a large number of friends.
Quality over quantity.
Exactly. But rather having a few truly good friends. He shared that he's known some of his closest friends since his school days, maintaining those bonds for many years.
Long-term friends are special.
He's also been fortunate enough to build strong friendships with colleagues at his workplace, demonstrating that meaningful connections can form in different stages of life.
He also shared a common observation. He found it more challenging to make new friends as an adult.
Yeah, I think many people feel that way.
This might be because as we get older, people tend to be busier and perhaps have less free time to invest in new relationships.
Life gets complicated.
He underlined that building a genuine friendship requires both time and consistent effort. It also helps immensely if you discover shared interests and common hobbies.
Things to talk about, things to do together.
Because these provide endless topics for conversation and shared experiences, making it easier for a connection to deepen.
Andrew described his time with friends as doing usual stuff. This includes things like going to a bar for a casual drink, sharing dinner together at a restaurant, or attending parties where they might meet new people.
Sounds normal.
But his friendships also extend to more active pursuits, like renting a yacht for sailing.
Ooh, sailing. Fancy. That sounds like a fantastic way to spend quality time and create lasting memories together.
Yeah, it showed the variety in how people connect.
Now, we also heard a truly captivating story that illustrates how friendships can form in the most unexpected ways.
Oh.
Tell me more. It was about an elf named Elia and a young girl named Ethel. Ethel was described as being shunned or ignored and disliked by other people in her town.
Oh, that's sad. Shunned.
Elia, the elf, found himself needing a guide, and he offered Ethel a deal. She would show him around the city, and in return, he would take her anywhere she wanted to go after a special tournament.
An interesting bargain.
Ethel, perhaps surprised by the offer, agreed. As they spent several days together exploring the city, Ethel captivated Elia with her stories and showed him unique places he would never have discovered on his own.
So she wasn't what people thought.
Exactly. Through these shared experiences and conversations, Elia began to realize that Ethel was far more fun, insightful, and complex than her initial simple appearance suggested. The assumptions melted away.
Seeing beyond the surface.
And this is where the story truly reveals its power, offering us a profound insight. By the time the tournament concluded, their bond had deepened significantly, transforming into a close friendship.
Wow.
So close, in fact, that they eventually became famous traveling bards together, sharing their music and tales far and wide.
From shunned girl to famous bard. That's incredible.
This incredible story powerfully illustrates that the best friendships can blossom in the most unexpected circumstances,
Yeah.
often between people who initially seem very different or who might be overlooked by others. Shared experiences, genuine curiosity.
And being open-minded.
Exactly. A willingness to see beyond first impressions can truly unite people, building strong connections where you least expect them.
It's a wonderful reminder that true connection often transcends superficial differences. So for you, our listener, who are your closest friends, how do you actively nurture and keep your friendships strong? And in your own life, do you find it easy or perhaps more difficult to make new friends as an adult?
Moving beyond friendships, our family plays an equally huge, if not larger, role in our lives and often demands a significant amount of our time and attention.
Sounds of people chatting softly in a cafe, gentle clinking of cups, then fading slightly.
Indeed, dedicating quality time to family is absolutely essential. These shared moments create invaluable memories that truly last a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Andrew, our reference point from Washington, D.C., perfectly underscored this. He told us with clear sincerity that his wife and their 2 children are profoundly important to him.
That's absolutely right. He makes a deliberate effort to set aside most of his weekends and several evenings during the week exclusively for them.
Making time.
For Andrew, it doesn't seem to matter so much what civic activity they're doing, as long as they are simply together, experiencing things as a unit.
Just being present.
Their favorite family activities include going to the movies, embarking on new travel adventures, or just relaxing at home to watch a movie together.
Sounds nice and varied.
They also frequently engage in lively board game sessions. Andrew humorously admitted that he's genuinely not very good at board games.
Ha! We heard that.
But his kids absolutely light up with happiness when they win, especially against him.
Oh, that's lovely. That's pure joy.
We also heard about various other family examples that beautifully illustrate how bonds can be strengthened through shared experience.
They're like what kind of things?
For instance, families can enjoy a trip to the zoo together. They see fascinating animals, but also learn important lessons about protecting nature and wildlife.
A shared learning experience. Nice.
It's also incredibly meaningful to spend time with older family members.
Yeah.
One source mentioned visiting a grandmother overseas, especially when she was sick,
Showing care.
highlighting the importance of presence and care. Another person shared a practical yet heartwarming example of taking their dad on holiday, describing it as killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Meaning
They achieved 2 goals at once. They got to enjoy a trip and, more importantly, spent precious time with their parent. It's a great way to combine activities to maximize family time.
clever and thoughtful. Family members also provide invaluable practical help and support for one another.
Oh, yeah.
We heard examples of a father helping his child with challenging homework or expertly fixing a broken laptop. These everyday acts of assistance strengthen family ties.
Little things mean a lot.
Additionally, celebrations like a brother's birthday party are significant family events, often involving everyone gathering to enjoy a shared meal, perhaps by ordering food.
Creating that warm communal atmosphere.
Exactly.
And the simple act of planning a family vacation, such as a trip to a beach in Mexico and inviting siblings to join, can be a source of immense fun and create truly unforgettable, lasting memories.
All these examples, from big adventures to quiet moments at home, underscore that connecting with family doesn't always have to be elaborate.
Right. It can be simple, yet profoundly meaningful and reinforcing.
So, for you, our listener, how do you make sure you carve out time for your family amidst your busy schedule?
Yeah. How do you fit it in?
What are some of your most cherished things to do with them? Taking a moment to reflect on these small but powerful connections can help you appreciate and strengthen your family bonds even more. Of course, sometimes, even with those we love most, problems can unfortunately come up.
Sounds of people chatting softly in a cafe, gentle clinking of cups, then fading slightly.
Yes, relationships, whether with friends or family, are rarely without their challenges. Difficult moments can and do happen,
It's part of life.
and how we choose to deal with these situations can truly make a significant difference in the health and longevity of our connections.
We heard a particularly poignant story about a person whose friend slandered them,
Slandered, meaning
they spoke badly or unfairly about them to others. Even though the friend later offered an apology, the trust was so deeply broken
oh no.
that they simply couldn't remain good friends anymore. This powerfully illustrates how certain actions can inflict lasting damage on a friendship.
Making it incredibly difficult, maybe impossible, to rebuild that trust.
Yeah, some things are hard to come back from.
But on a more positive note, we also heard contrasting examples of how friends support each other, especially during difficult times.
Okay, good.
One source described friends helping each other with challenging work projects, reminding us that true friends are there to offer practical and emotional support when things get tough.
That's what friends are for.
And if someone extends a helping hand, it's always a thoughtful gesture to show your appreciation, perhaps by offering to buy them a meal in return.
Simple acts of gratitude. They reinforce those bonds.
Another important aspect of friendship that was highlighted is how to react when a friend seems sad or troubled.
What should you do?
It's always good to gently ask if they want to share what's bothering them, to let them know you're there to listen.
But not push.
Exactly. It's equally important to respect their space if they prefer not to talk about it at that moment. The main role of a friend is to listen empathetically and offer support, whether through words or just being present.
Just being there can help. Moving to challenges within romantic relationships, we heard about some very common issues.
Oh, like what?
One person complained that their boyfriend was messy and never cleaned up after himself,
Oh, dear.
which made them feel more like a mom than a partner. This kind of ongoing frustration clearly suggests a need for a serious talk
Yeah, need to address it before resentment builds.
to address underlying issues and find solutions before problems escalate. Yes, and couples can often find themselves arguing over seemingly small things,
The little annoyances.
like one person wanting to play a game while the other is hungry and ready for dinner. Sometimes these arguments, whether minor or major, can sadly lead to breaking up because the individuals involved simply couldn't make each other happy or better in the relationship. It emphasizes how vital it is for partners to understand and try to meet each other's needs and to grow together.
In a truly surprising and complex story, a person revealed they agreed to get back together with someone who had dumped them twice before
Twice.
and had even cheated on them.
Wow. That is complex.
This particular account really highlights just how intricate, emotional, and sometimes confusing romantic relationships can be.
Definitely.
It's a powerful reminder that people make incredibly personal choices within their relationships. Choices that might not always seem logical to outsiders, but reflect their own journey and feelings.
So for you, our listener, have you experienced difficult situations in your friendships or romantic relationships? What strategies do you believe are the most effective ways to solve problems and disagreements with others? Reflecting on these challenges can equip you with better tools for building and maintaining stronger connections.
Good point. Beyond our personal relationships, how we think about ourselves and how we continuously learn also profoundly shape our lives.
Subtle sound of pages turning or light pen strokes, like someone studying quietly.
Our next major section is all about personal growth and continuous learning. We'll focus on the power of our mindset, the joy of hobbies, and how we approach challenges.
Okay?
A significant part of this journey is understanding the immense power of a positive mindset.
How you think about things.
Exactly. The way you think about yourself and your goals can greatly help you succeed in anything you set out to do.
This is profoundly true. Our sources consistently emphasize that it is incredibly important to believe in yourself.
Self-belief.
Trust in your own ability to do your best. Starting any task with a positive mindset is often the very first crucial step. This belief lays the foundation.
And here's a fascinating insight that many people find surprising. Motivation often doesn't come before you start a task.
Oh, when does it come?
It frequently appears after you begin. One source wisely put it, "Once I start, my inspiration flows."
So just starting is the key.
This means that the most difficult part is often just getting started. But once you take that initial step, you often find the energy and drive you thought you lacked.
Interesting.
You truly possess the inner power to do what you need to do, regardless of how you might be feeling in that exact moment.
Another powerful idea highlighted is that consistency is the game.
Consistency.
This doesn't mean you have to do big, perfect things every single day. It means doing something regularly, even if it's just small steps.
Small steps add up.
These small, consistent actions build strength, skill, and momentum over time, much like building a muscle gradually. It's also important to remember that it's perfectly okay to make mistakes.
Mistakes are okay.
Yes. In fact, mistakes are not failures. They are invaluable chances to learn, understand where you went wrong, and figure out how to do things better the next time.
Learning opportunities. I like that. We also encountered a very profound thought. Obstacles are not in the way. They are the way.
Say more about that.
This brilliant perspective suggests that challenges shouldn't be viewed as roadblocks preventing your progress.
Yeah.
Instead, they are an integral part of the path to success itself.
Way to the journey.
A path that presents no obstacles at all might not lead anywhere meaningful because it's through overcoming difficulties that we learn, adapt, and truly grow stronger.
And finally, a truly encouraging message. Success is not final and failure is not fatal.
Wow. Powerful.
What truly matters, what genuinely counts, is having the courage and determination to keep going, to keep trying, even after setbacks.
Keep going.
Being determined, meaning having a strong resolve, and responsible, taking ownership, are vital qualities that propel you forward and help you achieve your goals, no matter the journey.
So for you, our listener, what are some things you truly want to achieve in your life? A new skill, a personal goal. What small, consistent steps can you take to simply get started, even on those days when you might not feel particularly motivated? And how do you currently learn from your mistakes, turning them into opportunities for growth? Remember, your mindset is an incredibly powerful tool.
It shapes everything. A big part of growing, of course, is continually learning new things and engaging in hobbies that bring us immense joy.
Subtle sound of pages turning or late pen strokes, like someone studying quietly.
Hobbies truly add richness and depth to our lives, making them more enjoyable and fulfilling.
Definitely.
And the journey of learning new skills is something that can and should be a lifelong adventure.
Never stop learning.
We heard about Andrew's most significant hobby, which is learning languages. He's currently dedicating himself to learning French.
We mentioned that.
And he genuinely loves practicing it whenever he can with his colleagues, turning work interactions into learning opportunities. Besides languages, he enjoys sports like running and cycling,
Keeping active.
which are great for physical health, and he loves cooking for his family, combining a practical skill with family time.
Our sources mention a variety of other engaging hobbies too. Some people enjoy photography, particularly taking beautiful landscape photos.
Capturing beauty.
Others find enjoyment in playing video games like Dragon Slayer or Minecraft, which can be both entertaining and mentally stimulating.
Fun and challenging.
And of course, there's the simple pleasure of playing board games with friends and family, fostering connection and friendly competition.
We also heard a very personal story about someone who once dreamed of becoming an astronaut.
Wow, astronaut.
However, they later changed this ambitious goal because they developed a fear of heights.
Oh, that makes sense.
This shows that it's okay for our dreams to evolve. Now, their new goal is to attend college in the US and become a scientist.
Still ambitious.
They acknowledge that getting into a good college can be tough and costly, but their determination remains strong, highlighting remarkable adaptability.
When it comes to the process of learning itself, our sources provided some wonderful and encouraging tips.
Okay, learning tips.
It's perfectly fine not to know everything. The important thing is that you can always learn something new.
Always learning.
A truly inspiring thought is that your mind's ability to learn and remember can actually grow stronger every single day.
Really?
Yes. This means that with consistent effort, your capacity for knowledge expands over time.
That's encouraging. The idea of working hard and smart was emphasized.
Hard and smart.
This approach helps you learn more effectively and pass exams with flying colors.
Meaning doing really well.
Exceptionally well. Additionally, studying with friends can be a great strategy, as you can support each other, explain concepts, and make the learning process more enjoyable.
Learn together.
And there was a particularly interesting hack shared for language learning.
Ooh, a hack.
Try listening to English exercises many times a day. You don't even need to be actively focused. Just play them in the background for 3 to 5 days in a row.
Just listen.
This method helps your mind absorb all the new information and become more familiar with the sounds and structures with each listen, almost without you consciously trying.
Passive learning. Interesting.
It's a passive yet effective way to build language intuition.
So for you, our listener, what are your favorite hobbies? Are there any new skills or subjects that you're eager to learn? A new language? A creative pursuit? Do you generally find it easy or difficult to pick up new skills? Remember, every day presents a new opportunity to learn, to grow, and to enrich your life.
And speaking of navigating the world, life also presents us with practical situations, like when we travel or go shopping.
Sounds of an airport terminal or a busy street, then fading into a softer indoor setting like a shop or office.
Now let's shift our focus to navigating the world around us, specifically when it comes to traveling and getting from one place to another.
Okay, travel.
Traveling can be incredibly exciting, opening up new experiences.
Yeah.
But it very often requires careful planning and knowing how to find your way in unfamiliar surroundings.
When you're preparing for a flight, it's always important to double-check your gate number and flight time well in advance.
Crucial details.
If you have any questions or feel unsure about anything, don't hesitate to ask the airline service agents. They are there to help.
Ask for help. Good advice.
Checking in online before you even leave home can also provide a great deal of peace of mind, making the airport experience much less stressful.
At the airport itself, the security check area can sometimes feel quite chaotic,
Oh, yeah. Lots of people. Bins.
with many people rushing and lines moving quickly. Finding your specific gate, especially in large, sprawling airports, can be frustrating if you're not prepared.
Big airports can be confusing.
And when it comes to boarding the plane, some people actually prefer to wait until the very end, avoiding the long lines and crowded areas.
Less waiting in line. Smart.
As for seating on the plane, our sources offered some practical advice. A window seat is often lovely for shorter flights, for the views.
I like the window.
However, for longer journeys, an aisle seat is generally more convenient because it allows you to easily get up and go to the bathroom or stretch your legs.
Good point. Less disturbing others.
To make the flight time pass more quickly, listening to music during takeoff and watching movies during the flight are excellent ways to entertain yourself.
And here's a useful term for travelers. Being a light packer.
Late packer.
This means you only bring a small personal bag, so you don't need a larger carry-on or heavy checked luggage that you have to wait for.
Makes moving around easier.
Much, much easier and quicker.
Flight delays, unfortunately, are a common annoyance when traveling. One person shared a particularly challenging experience.
An 8-hour delay.
Ouch.
8 hours.
That forced them to sleep at the airport. This happened because they were flying economy class and the airline didn't provide a hotel.
Oh, that's rough.
Airports can indeed be strange places during long delays, with people finding all sorts of ways to pass the time, sleeping, eating, watching movies, even running around.
You see it all.
Once you finally arrive at your destination, getting through customs and immigration can also be a source of stress, especially if you have a connecting flight with very little time.
Rush, rush, rush.
It can feel like a race against the clock. But once you're through, you have options for getting to your accommodation: Uber, taxi, or public transport like a bus.
We also heard about some truly long trips people undertake, like a remarkable 52-hour journey with a 12-hour layover.
52 hours. Why so long?
These kinds of lengthy trips are sometimes booked to save money on airfare. Travelers even use these long stops as an opportunity to quickly visit other cities like Hollywood or Osaka.
Making the most of the layover.
Yeah.
But tiring.
However, the person who experienced this learned a valuable lesson. Such extremely long journeys can be detrimental to your sleep and well-being.
Yeah, I bet.
They realized that prioritizing their time and getting enough sleep became more important than just saving money.
Good lesson learned.
Yeah.
It's also a good idea to remember to stretch during long flights to prevent feeling cramped and stiff.
Move around.
And a practical tip for arriving in a new city. Arriving very late at night, perhaps around 1 a.m., might not be the best idea.
Why not?
It can be much harder to figure out things like taxis or directions in the dark and quiet. It's always important to be cautious and careful in a new country.
Lastly, a truly essential practical skill is knowing how to ask for directions clearly.
So important.
Whether you need to find bread in a store, understand how far away a library is, ask about the next train's time, or which bus to take, being able to articulate your needs helps you navigate with confidence.
So for you, our listener, do you enjoy traveling? What are your personal best tips for ensuring a smooth trip? And how do you approach asking for directions when you find yourself in a new place? Mastering these skills makes daily life much simpler.
And speaking of everyday actions, another common part involves buying the things we need or want.
Sounds of an airport terminal or a busy street, then fading into a softer indoor setting, like a shop or office.
Shopping is something almost everyone does regularly, whether for necessities or just for fun. This process involves choosing items, understanding prices, and knowing about details like returns or exchanges. Let's start with shopping in physical stores.
Okay, in the store.
When you're shopping for groceries, you might need to ask where to find things like bread or cereal. A helpful answer might be, it's in aisle 5 near the back.
Asking for help.
You can also easily ask about prices, like, how much are apples per kilo? We heard an example where they were $2.50 per kilo. Knowing this makes your trip smoother.
When you're buying clothes, you'll usually find fitting rooms where you can try them on.
Try before you buy.
It's also common to ask a sales assistant if a particular item, like a sweater, comes in different sizes, small or large, or in various colors, blue or gray.
Finding the right fit and color.
It's always a good practice to be aware of a store's return policy before you buy something. Many stores have a 30-day return policy.
Good to know.
You usually need to keep your receipt and the item's tags attached to make a return. You can also inquire if you're able to exchange an item for a different size or color if it doesn't work out.
Exchanges are useful.
And when you're ready to pay, you typically have several options: cash, credit card, or sometimes even a check, depending on the store. Offers flexibility.
Online shopping, which is so common now, has its own practical steps. Once you place an order, you can almost always track your package using a tracking number.
Track the package, yeah.
This number is usually in your confirmation email, and you enter it on the shipping company's website to see where it is and when it's expected.
If you happen to make a mistake when placing an online order, like the wrong shipping address, you might be able to change it.
Oh, good, if it's not too late.
Usually possible if the order hasn't been sent out yet, so it's helpful to check quickly if you realize an error.
When selecting delivery, you often have a choice between standard shipping, maybe 5 to 7 business days,
The normal way.
and expedited shipping. That's faster, maybe 2 to 3 days, but usually comes with an extra cost, perhaps around $15 more.
Pay more for speed.
It's a trade-off. Finally, our sources touched upon shopping habits themselves. Some people find it hard to stop shopping and can end up spending a lot.
Like how much?
Sometimes $2,000 or even $3,500 on one shopping trip. It highlights how shopping can become a significant part of someone's spending.
If you have old clothes you no longer wear, you can do something very positive. Donate them to charity organizations like Goodwill or the Salvation Army.
Give them a new life.
It's a wonderful way to give back and clear out your closet, giving unused items a new purpose.
So, our listener, do you generally prefer to shop online for convenience, or do you enjoy the experience of shopping in physical stores? And what do you typically do with your old clothes? Thinking about these actions helps us understand our habits.
And finally, let's consider how we manage to get help and make plans through simple yet essential everyday conversations.
Sounds of an airport terminal or a busy street, then fading into a softer indoor setting, like a shop or office.
Everyday conversations and knowing how to effectively ask for help are truly fundamental skills in navigating our daily lives.
Basic communication.
Simple questions and clear communication are the keys that help us through a multitude of situations, from small interactions to more important ones.
We use basic greetings all the time, like good morning, hello, or hi. And politeness is incredibly important.
Yes, manners matter.
Phrases like, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, I'm sorry, no problem, or it's all right are essential for courteous exchanges.
We often find ourselves asking about plans. What are you doing tomorrow? Or do you have plans for tomorrow when trying to coordinate?
Making plans?
Asking for help is also very common. Simple requests like, can you close the door, please? Could I get a glass of water? Or offering help, do you need any help?
And asking for information is equally essential. What time is it? What is this? Or how do you say X in English?
Learning things.
When talking about our own language skills, it's okay to say, I only speak a little English, or my English is not very good, to manage expectations.
If you don't understand something, it's very important to communicate that. Phrases like, do you understand? To check, or I don't understand.
Don't pretend.
Right. Could you repeat that, please? Or could you speak more slowly, please? Are vital tools to ensure you get the information and avoid misunderstandings.
Now, let's look at some common situations where these phrases come into play. At a restaurant, you might order food. I'd like the soup of the day, or can I have a grilled cheese sandwich?
Simple orders.
You can ask for drinks like iced tea with lemon, request the bill, and even ask if service is included, meaning if the tip is already added.
At a doctor's office, you would call to make an appointment, give your name upon arrival, and maybe ask about the wait time.
In a work setting, you might introduce a new colleague, ask for specific files, discuss project deadlines, request reports,
Office talk.
or seek advice for a presentation. Good advice includes being clear and concise, using eye contact, and providing a good summary.
For school, you might ask a friend when homework is due, or for details about an essay, maybe plan to study together.
If, unfortunately, your bag is lost at the airport, you'd need to provide the flight number, your name, and a clear description of the bag to help staff find it.
Important details.
And at a library, you'd ask how to borrow books or how to get a library card. We heard sometimes library cards can be free for residents over 16.
Good to know. All these examples vividly demonstrate just how essential, clear, and simple communication is for navigating everyday situations.
So for you, our listener, how do you use these simple phrases and skills to get what you need and move smoothly through your daily life? What situations do you find easy or perhaps a bit harder when you need to ask for information or help?
We've covered a wide range of topics today, from daily routines to connections, learning, and practical skills.
So what does all of this mean for you on a larger scale?
Soft, calming nature sounds begin to fade in, like gentle wind or soft rain.
Here's the profound takeaway from our deep dive today. We've explored how a multitude of individual parts truly make up our daily lives. Our routines, connections with friends and family, how we grow, and the countless small practical tasks we do every day.
If we connect all these individual pieces to the bigger picture, it becomes clear that all these small parts aren't just separate actions. They're like a beautiful interconnected dance.
They dance. I like that.
We heard in one source about the eternal dance of nature, how the seasons gracefully change, how the wind whispers, the silence of snow falling.
Beautiful.
This poignant observation reminded us that the fast pace of modern life can sometimes make us forget to pause, look around, and appreciate the simple wonders surrounding us.
Yes, and the source even suggested that nature can be the best therapist for any trouble, any stress we might carry.
Nature as therapy.
It has this incredible power to make our personal problems feel small and unimportant in the grand scheme of things.
Gives perspective.
Especially if you look up at the vast night sky, see the stars and planets. That perspective can be incredibly calming.
This raises an important question for all of us, our listener. In our busy lives, how can we make dedicated time, even just an hour a day,
Just an hour.
to step outside, breathe fresh air, and allow the simple, calming beauty of nature to help quiet our minds?
A walk, a jog, sitting on a bench.
Exactly. Whether it's a peaceful walk, an energizing jog, a bicycle ride, or simply sitting reading a book outdoors, surrounded by the air and the natural world, it can bring a profound sense of balance and peace into our often hectic lives. It's a gift that nature offers freely.
A truly wonderful thought to end our deep dive on today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the everyday.
Thank you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember to keep asking those insightful questions.
Nature sounds swell slightly, then slowly fade out completely. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into English learning and real-life conversations. We really hope this deep dive was useful for you and gave you some practical ideas and motivation. Keep learning and keep practicing. Goodbye and good luck.